Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'd like to share a photo of my son with you, and it was taken one afternoon when we went to fetch him on daycare, and he had just built some kind of tower, like a building, a really tall one. It's taller than he is, and it was filled with action figures. So one of the figures there on one of the shelves is actually Spider-Man, just like on his t-shirt. And this is mainly what my son does at daycare, if I have understood the teachers correctly. We had a parent-teacher conference the other day, and we got to talk for half an hour with his contact teacher, and she was so enthusiastic about him being in the building area they have there at daycare pretty much all day long, as soon as he got the opportunity to, at least. And he often was the one who start these building projects, and then other kids come along and play with him. And I am not at all surprised, because this little kid has been building since he was just old enough to hold building blocks in his hand. And the main building blocks today is Lego, and we love Lego around here. It is just wonderful, and both hubby and I have been playing with Lego when we were kids, and it's something that feels really natural to us. And now we are building with our kids, and it's my son who is the most dedicated builder, and he loves to play with the little figurines that come with Lego as well, and just put different stuff on their heads, and he invents new kind of legs for them, and small vehicles, and they get different heads and helmets and weapons and such things like swords and laser effect thingies, and it's really nice to see him be so creative. It's very, very interesting to watch. And at the moment we are in a kind of Star Wars phase, and building lots of space inspired stuff, like mainly small space vehicles that we come up with, some that look really cool, and they always have nice effects like lasers. Of course. I am a Trekkie myself, so Star Wars hasn't been my favorite world for science fiction, but of course I need to just catch up a bit on the story to be able to follow him in his adventures, and know the name of all the characters that we have from the Lego Star Wars. But it's a lot of fun. On this page I'll be using scrap papers. This hexagon paper from Cartabella is one of those, and the green with the houses is another that I found in my scrap folders. I cut some of the hexagons from the yellow paper to bridge the yellow paper a bit more onto the green, because the color combination isn't very obvious. The houses on top there are from a paper from the open book collection. It's from the 6x6 paper pad, and I wanted to give this page a house theme, or some kind of just construction or building theme. So houses was the most the thing that I could come up with the supplies that I had on hand, and they weren't really obvious as a combination at first, but I think that I made it work. I matted the photo on a piece of cardstock that had the same color as the yellow in the hexagon paper, and that also help bridge between those two patterns and colors. I will be using my large foam font from TGR as the title on this page, and I will be writing Byggen. And Byggen is the word they use for the building area at daycare. So it's a really short version of the building place. And that's that's the main title. But I will also add some words before that in much smaller letters that just explains that my son spend most of his daycare time in this building area. Those smaller words will be written with this kind of mustard yellow mini alpha, and for them not to get lost totally on the page, I place them on black cardstock and cut them out with a small border, and that is, I think, a very nice way of making it stand out a bit more. And by placing it under that hexagon there, I also bridge it onto the page so that it won't float away just randomly there on top of the title. I will use the same technique with the black cardstock and the mini alpha to write the name of the daycare and also some random words that I found on the same sheet of stickers. During the start of this scrapbooking process, I always felt that it was something missing on the background. The background is just a plain cardstock, and nothing's going on there. I didn't do any mixed media, and I didn't do anything else with the page. And it didn't feel right when I got this far. I will later add some ephemera and bits and pieces that I found in my stash that I thought fit at least a bit. But then I asked hubby if he could just point me in some kind of direction, and he thought the background needed more houses, but I didn't have any houses, and I'm really not that good at drawing, or at least I'm not confident enough to give it a try or continue until it gets good. I'm very impatient when it comes to those crafts. But I thought, okay, houses, I can do houses, and if I do it very stylized, it can work even in my speed. So I brought out a pencil and a stamp, and together with my trusty ruler I started drawing, and this was a bit intimidating at first, drawing on the cardstock. I felt, oh, it will look like and then I won't be able to erase it because I get eraser lines, and that will just ruin the whole page. But I kept going, and I drew buildings, tall ones, that could be further away or far away in the distance from those cute neighborhood street houses that I already had cut out. But these are large apartment blocks back in on the horizon or in the background. Then I got really caught up in this process and I forgot to check my camera, so I missed a large portion of this drawing. And what I basically did was that I tried to make shapes of windows, just to make those big rectangles look like houses. And then to make it a bit more interesting to watch, I go over the lines with the stamp and smudge them so that they become heavier, and also creating some kind of a shadow. On the rooftops I added a couple of different TV antennas and some other stuff that just for fun. I wanted to do something, and I thought it made the page a bit more fun. It's like naive kind of house painting, but also with some kind of humor. So I just go over the lines with this stomp there, and I think that I made a really good work for a person that's not that into drawing. And this is the finished page. I hope that you have enjoyed this process video. A bit different. I try to keep it different. I don't want to bore you with the same stuff all over and over again. Come back soon. This is Åsa. Bye.